Hey Scorpios, and welcome to your April 2019 General Tarot Forecast. I am in a good mood, Scorpios. I hope you are too. I'm taking this jacket off. I hope that you are feeling great. We have things to talk about. Things are different. Things are changed. Things are over. Things are over, Scorpio. Things are over for you. They've been over for a while, and now you move on. You move forward. You start doing things again, okay? So as you guys can tell by my mood here, this is a month where you finally can find some balance, new beginnings, confidence. I feel your energy to be proceeding. I sense Scorpio to be in a procession, moving towards a new capital of their lives. There's something very regal, something very gentile about how you are nobly expanding who you are and what you are. You can become very tall here. You can become very towering, very strong, hopefully. Hopefully the foundations are better now. Hopefully the sense of shakiness is departing. Hopefully the deficiencies are being solved, and hopefully the qualms are being walked away from. As I feel that Six of Wands, Temperance, the Chariot, the Fool, the Star, all in your reading, an incredible little left piece of the puzzle, framed off by that kind of odd Nine of Swords, Five of Wands, Two of Swords. Think about it this way, Scorpio. The majority of things are really, really great. The majority. We've got a little bit of a side view mirror, I feel here. Not a rear view mirror, but a side view mirror of something that's a little bit frantic. But through the actions that you take this month, you overcome that with a sort of sense of like gallant, noble strength and temperance, really. Temperance, your central theme. So what does this time mean for you, Scorpio? We have come past the equinox. I hope you were able to see that video that I did, the live premiere of the equinox that happened on March 20th. I'll link it below in the description box so you can catch up on the rest of the 2019 year and what it entails collectively. I also have an entire 2019 year ahead series by sign that I will also put below to really get caught up on the frameworks of this year and then allow these specific monthly readings to fill those frameworks. And I feel that filling April for you, Scorpio, is a sense of what you've needed for such a long time. Overcoming the fear of yourself, overcoming the fear of the blockages. I talked a lot about blockages in some of the other signs readings this month because it feels that due to the Mercury retrograde in Pisces that we had, happening during the equinox time and still being in shadow until April 14th, it feels that the ending phase that the pre-equinox represented got stretched out till about mid-April. And you, Scorpio, find in those first 2 weeks the wherewithal to prepare, the wherewithal to repair what you have damaged, the source of incredible energy that has become blocked. Those blockages are let go of, and the repairs that are needed happen through the journey that you have to make now. Okay, so there's something that you've had to do for a long time that you found a lot of excuses not to do, or that you found a lot of fear around, and those blockages, through an incredible, like, universal helping hand, easily get pushed out, and you find that through proceeding, through moving forward, through a leap of faith, that you reach an apex and a goal that you feared for a long time with a sense of victory. Okay, so victory this month, Scorpio. Six of Wands and the Chariot together. Incredible energy of victory. And with Temperance being your central theme, it says to me, all wrapped up in something that does not deplete or drain you. Like what victories have done in the past, if that makes sense. You might sort of, as a Scorpio, be associating victory with something that's very draining, depleting, and expensive, energetically, monetarily, what have you. But to me, in April, you have a sense of undraining, happy victory. Cheap, well, not cheap victory, but inexpensive victory. Okay, and I don't mean that in a thrifty type of way. It's not a thrifty victory, but it is a non-depleting victory. And it's so beautiful. And I'm having a lot of pauses here because these energy lines keep coming through. So I hope you'll forgive me for that. But it's easy to have this victory, Scorpio, and be able to see it from a million different perspectives. You know, Nine of Swords comes in, and that is a more unfortunate thing, but I feel that many of you overcome it with grace. You know, Nine of Swords and the Star together says to me that you can see this victory as depleting, even though it's not. So you're going to be challenged in April to have gratitude. Gratitude could be a challenge in April for some of you. For those of you with more Sagittarius, it can be easier. But it's going to be important to move through April seeing where the blessings are, seeing where they do exist, seeing how much things have gotten better since like 2015, 2016, seeing the arc from then. Because perhaps 15, 16, 17, 18 as years all individually had tribulations, but to see the arc of where you are now and how that is ultimately better, even if not quite where you want it to be, seeing that beauty is important. And understanding that what is here finally can take you to the moment of true clarity, to the moment of true vision of what is actually happening, to the mysteries that have pervaded you and given you a sense of stress. Those things can be clear through pushing forward in a procession-oriented victory is the best that I can articulate it. So not a month to stay still, Scorpio. You, more than any other sign, I feel with your reading, that movement, a sense of adventure, a sense of fantasy, a sense of balance as well. So not overdoing it, not making your body do things it shouldn't be doing, but not being still and laying in the same bed. That is not the good thing for April. You would have probably seen a lot of that throughout the Mercury retrograde in Pisces, a lot of seclusion, a lot of solitary experiences, a lot of making amends with the past, and how well you did with that there will play out in April with how well you move towards a new outward victory. Okay. Don't be afraid to look around, Scorpio. The last intuitive message, 2 of Swords, is up in your reading, and it's the bottom corner. You're releasing a last little bit of like fear of openness, fear of liberation, fear of truth. That is also releasing here. So sometimes it takes a moment for the eyes to adjust when they've been used to darkness for a while. Don't worry too much if your vision seems a little bit painful or if your eyes hurt a bit here, because your eyes are adjusting to a new sense of truth and a new sense of freedom and liberation. Let that be known and validated within you. Okay, Scorpios, let's go ahead and get into the week to week of this reading. I love it so much. Before I do, though, be sure to jump over to my Patreon page, and you can find some incredible free and paid content. A lot of it is free, but if you like it, you can choose to support my channel with a monthly pledge. Again, that is completely optional. There are a lot of free things over there, because I know that for everyone that's not a possibility. And also, I will be posting new videos every Friday this year on my YouTube channel. Fridays at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Come and check out my channel. There will be new videos. I have a lot of different kinds of new content coming up that I am so excited about. So many incredible things happening, and just way new things. So set a reminder or write it down, or just remember to pop over to my YouTube channel on Fridays, and there'll be new stuff around. Anyway, Scorpios, let's go ahead and get into the week to week of this incredible reading for you. Week number 1, 6 of Wands, rooted down by the Fool. One of the clearest, most optimistic, most benevolent connections of energy that you have had in a long time. It's clear there, Scorpio. You are powerful, you are strong, and you are capable, able. Even if your body feels like, I can't do this. Even if your body feels like, through habit perhaps, that it is being very unfueled, give it the proper fuel, give it the gas it needs, and then understand that it is here to support you moving forward, that it is here to support you in this victory, and that your trust can improve here. Trust the universe to help you. Trust the universe to support you in a leap of faith, and trust it to show you what isn't wrong. Trust it to protect you in any situation that you might find yourself in. Leap of faith in week 1 of April, Scorpios. It's so plain and simple. Leap of faith, stylish leap of faith. I'm feeling lavish leap of faith for some of you, not having a big restriction financially for some, not feeling restricted in like being able to go anywhere, globe-trotting, vacation, even like proposals, like engagements I feel could happen there for some of you, and even being like very popular, being popular amongst people, being enjoyed by others. And that has come, Scorpio, through releasing, releasing cynicism to a bit. So dropping a cynical, bitter edge towards others, and you see it drop towards you. Enjoying, laughing. Positivity is good here. You know, I'm not one of those people who says that positivity is the only way always, because we live in a positive and negative polarizing world at this time. But this is Aries time. This is cardinal fire energy. Positivity is good here. Positivity is important. Laugh, enjoy, happiness, positive outlooks. Okay. You are strong. You are moving. Throw your hands up and be a bit carefree. Be a bit carefree during that time, Scorpio. I don't feel that anything too bad can happen to you. And of course, with the Fool, there is always, sort of a fall that can happen there. But I don't sense that. I don't sense that this is a falling time, and I think that you are so supported by the universe. It might be important to just, keep your security around you during that time, but don't fear it being lost. Not from that perspective, okay? Week number 2, you have 3 of Cups rooted down by the Chariot. Again, super, super positive. New friends, new connections, new networking opportunities. I feel networking to be stronger for you than it's been in a long time. So for those of you engaging in entrepreneurial endeavors, for those of you with business mentality during this time, you can make so much money and so much opportunity for yourself by networking, by connecting with other people, by saying hello to strangers, even by holding the door for other people, by what do I want to say, taking the long way home, taking the long route home. The Chariot says to me that there is a lot of movement during that time, and a lot of new, again, the Fool and the Chariot together upright in that horizontal bottom row, and the Star, the Fool, the Chariot, the Star. Absolutely incredible stuff here, Scorpio. Because you see, when I read a tarot spread, it isn't about just, what's rooting down what. It's about the patterns that the entire spread makes. And I have no set way that I interpret that. I just let it come to me. The Fool, the Chariot, Temperance, the Star, all upright together like that. What is now a foundation for you is stronger than what it's been perhaps ever for you right now. And you, again, find healing, alkalinity, temperance, balance through movement now. Not through rest, not through fear, not through seclusion, but through open doors, open opportunities, and open movement, mobility. Okay, mobility, flexibility. Flexibility is important here. Yoga, make the muscles more flexible here. Push. You can even push your body just a bit here. Okay, in a well-supported way. Again, Scorpios, ever since Jupiter in Scorpio in 2017, 2018. No longer can you not eat, or no longer can you not prioritize the routine of your body, especially with Saturn and Capricorn right now. So the second that you're not eating enough, the second that you're not hydrating enough, the second that you're not sleeping enough, things go down. But barring the fact that you don't have that, assuming that you do fuel well, sky's the limit here. You can push yourself a little bit in a healthy way. Okay. 3 of Cups in the Chariot can also indicate, what do I want to say? People expecting too much of you as well. Friends could try to rely on you. Friends could expect to ride your coattails with that. People could expect you to help them out in some way. Also, when people see you thriving like this, they think that nothing's wrong, which might introduce a bit of chaos here. People might have a tendency to be like, you have so much money, you have so much wealth, you have so much opportunities, so much health. Why can't you loan me money? Why can't you, involve me? Why can't I have this? That could happen. And I do feel that charitable donations are also good here, if it doesn't threaten you in any way. And I also feel that you can help others. But I also feel that moving into week number 3, 9 of Swords rooted down by the Star, for some reason you feel you don't deserve it, or for some reason your mind is focused on the people around you who don't have it. And I think that this has been applicable for you for the past year or two, where people who've been really important to you are struggling, and you've like slowly risen throughout the time that they've struggled, and like you were at the same level once, and you've slowly risen, and now it's getting like really, really tall, and they're still down there, and it like hurts you to see these people living secluded, painful lives. I'm feeling a sense of that. And I'm feeling a sense that you try to help them. I'm feeling a sense that you give them advice, and it feels like it doesn't go through or something. It feels like you're hitting up against a brick wall with 5 of Wands and 2 of Swords here. And like people are unwilling to look at it, and that can give you a sense of pain. So it's going to be important in April, Scorpio, and I'm just going to like put this out there, to only do you. Okay? This, not all the time is that the right thing. Spiritual people, spiritual guru, whatever you want to call them, can tend to think that that is the only option ever, to only prioritize yourself, to only prioritize what feels right always. It is not the case during Capricorn time, during Cancer time, during Virgo time, during even Libra and Aquarius time to a degree. It isn't about the self. It is about a more collective sense. It is about duty towards other people. But during Aries time, during Taurus time, this is us. This is what we need. This is what our bodies require to function. And you could look back, Scorpios, you could look back at March, April, June, May to a degree of previous years and see where prioritizing others really messed you up later on in the year. You could look back and see that. And I want you to prioritize you here. I want you to think of you. I want you to just do what you crave, what you feel right about, what you know needs variation in your life. And you'll see such incredible healing, you know. Also, I feel that an interpretation in the third week is that finally, after years, it could be for some of you, that sense of Nine of Swords finds its healing point. Okay, it finds its tender point that was undiscovered before. So this insomnia, this anxiety, this mystery illness can finally find a healing place. You can finally see that's why that happened. Whoa, like that's why that happened. And I'm not even going to say what it could be for some of you because it's going to be different for everyone. But all Scorpios can relate to this in some way, where there's this sense of just lingering unwellness. Whether that be health, emotions in your relationship. It could be in different sectors for different Scorpios, but you can find the tender point of it here, the healing point, and you can finally begin to implement what it needs. So the challenge will be to follow through. The challenge will be to follow through. And I'm seeing that in the fourth week. There's an issue of follow through. 5 of Wands rooted down by 2 of Swords. I'm happy that it's not like 10 of Swords rooted down by 10 of Wands or something. It is I don't want to say it's a new obstacle, but you see when you find the healing point, when you find the tender point in that third week energy, especially during a month with Temperance as the central theme, you see that discovering how to heal something is a domino effect and requires an agile, like quick footwork into the next healing opportunity. And it feels to me that for many of you, the next healing opportunity revolves around quarrels, revolves around conflict, and revolves around what you choose to see. And that could also be the healing point represented in 9 of Swords too. And that's why the insomnia or the high blood pressure or whatever it is there, is because there's a darkness or a shadow cast on something very necessary. So yeah, you could see something in the fourth week that you didn't want to see. That's what I'm feeling. You could see something that isn't quite what you expected it to be, or what do I want to say? It does tempt you to cover your eyes. Again, the eyes kind of hurt, I feel. Watch out for screen time. That's a random message coming up, and I would say it for everyone right now. Another thing about Aries time that I mentioned that I meant to mention in the equinox video is that our bodies determine what they need here. So what we do determines what we need in Aries time. So if you're drinking a lot of coffee, or if you're taking a lot of like pain medicine or stuff like that, your body determines those things as what it needs for the rest of the year cycle. So if you're on screens a lot, or if you're if you're even causing yourself pain or inflicting self-sabotage, your body will determine that it's necessary for the rest of the year. So by doing the good things for your body here, it will, 1, determine that it's necessary, and 2, allow the most potent healing time, or I would say the second most potent healing time, although this one is more strong than usual, of the year. So Aries time and Scorpio time are the 2 most potently healing times of the year. Cancer time is also a strong one, in Pisces time. But Aries and Scorpio are the only 2 full circle healing times of the year. Like, you can heal emotions, physical body, work problems, relationship connections, your reputation. All of these things can be healed during Aries or Scorpio time. Whereas, again, with Cancer or Pisces time, it's more based on family wounds specifically, or issues of fear and depression and mental clarity specifically. There's more of a linear way that you have to work through those healing opportunities. But here, through your actions, you determine the healing structure for the next year to come. And my whole point was about screens, actually. I'm feeling like eye pain. I've actually been having this myself lately too, and I didn't expect to mention it in the readings. But I'm feeling that there's like a darkness in the vision, or there's like a I feel that screens are affecting our eyes, and I think that if we can spend a bit less time with them, just a bit less, it can really drastically improve our lifestyle. And certainly not before bed, and certainly not when first waking up either. Okay, and I'm feeling that it revolves around the sleep cycle as well. It's like the chemical, and I know there's been a lot of research on that. I'm not a huge expert on this topic actually, but beware of screens and certain types of light surrounding your sleeping patterns. It feels really incredible to set that here. Okay, and again in that fourth week, you're also going to see where the war is, like in your body and with other people. Like it will be clear what problems are still there, and you can easily face them if you allow yourself. But I'm not going to lie, there's going to be a tendency to not face them. Two of Swords is not an active energy, it's more passive. You could have a desire to just let things fizzle out, but you need to face it. There's something that you need to face. This is a facing time of the year. Definitely get things clear. Otherwise, October, November for you will become very hectic, I feel. Your central theme is Temperance, Scorpio. Okay, beautiful. To have Temperance and the Star together is the strongest healing combination for me in the tarot. So for them to be connected and near the center of the spread and touching one another, it feels to me that integration is so possible here. Hormonal balance is so possible here. True alkalinity, hydration is possible here. Flying as well. Flying high, soaring high. Many Scorpions becoming eagles here. Many people flying to foreign places and finding healing there. Very possible, very supported. An adventure, fantastical adventure time can become you this month. Also more diurnal experiences, less nocturnal experiences, more diurnal. We are in Aries time, Jupiter and Sagittarius, Leo moon coming through sometime within that, fire trines, daytime experiences. Okay, Scorpios. You know, I know it's different. Last year was nocturnal experiences with Jupiter and Scorpio, and all the dark signs of Neptune and Pisces, Pluto, Saturn, and Capricorn. Nocturnal experiences, not the most fun ones either, but the times are changing. The times are changing here, Scorpio, and enjoy the sunlight. Please get into the sun. Temperance, the sun is rising. Also, the Star and the Fool, to me, can be more diurnal energies, even though the Star it makes you think of nighttime. But what is the most important star for us? That would be the sun. So sunlight, starlight, all of the above, but especially sunlight. Get some sun on your skin, Scorpio. Did you know, I learned this recently, that something crazy, like 13% of people who die have a vitamin D deficiency, just period. And they've not understood what those connections are. But truly, without sunlight, we cannot live. We are in a world in existence where we cannot live without sunlight. It causes our bodies to die to avoid the sun. And there's a big trend, and I used to be one of these people, and I'm going to make probably a specific video about it. It might be one of the topics that I do for my Friday videos. But there is, like, I used to be one of those people who, like, avoided the sun because, like, I burn easily. I'm very fair. And, like, also having struggled with some skin problems, like, I always had harsh things on my skin, so that also made me want to avoid sunlight. And it made me very ill. I'm a Leo rising as well, so. And I didn't realize that after a few years of that, I became very ill from not having sunlight as a big portion of that. So allow sun here. Again, equinox sun, powerful sun, but not burning sun. Really good to get that sunlight. Okay, Scorpios. And also, like, remember, like, snakes, scorpions, reptiles, they're cold-blooded and they love the sunlight. They love the direct sunlight. It's important for them at times to charge themselves for their nocturnal activities. Anyway, Scorpios, I'm rambling. This video is too long. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I'm going to leave it on this note. Incredible. Best reading for you in a long time. Best, most positive, hopeful reading for Scorpio. Perhaps, I'm not going to say in the history of my channel, but it's up there. It's up there for sure. To get more information, you can check out your sun, moon, rising sign. I'll put that below. And, yeah, be sure to jump over and check out my Patreon page. It'll be linked below. Find some free content. Or if you would like to get these readings early, ad-free, as well as bonus healing content, you can make a pledge on Patreon. It's very easy, very secure, very, very fun. The community there is so fun. I love interacting with everyone. We all have a lot of one-on-one fun interaction there. Again, remember that I post videos every Friday, and your likes, comments, and subscribes make my day. Hit that bell button. You'll get a notification. I love you guys. I will talk soon. Yes, Scorpios, fighting Scorpios. Bye.